That's a good idea. I should pull up some music.
Music is always good. How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and I am here with Sagaci.
Hello!
And we are doing a shiny race today for MORPEKO in Pokemon Sword and Shield. MORPEKO, MORPEKO, MORPEKO. I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce this thing.
I didn't realize there was more than one way to pronounce it.
How do you pronounce it?
MORPEKO.
Yes, so do I. Well, there we go. So anyway, yeah. You guys know the drill. Top donation gets to name it. I'm shiny hunting for Latios on the bottom screen at the same time. Don't you already have MORPEKO? No, I don't have the shiny version. I do have a regular version. I'm about to drop it off in the daycare, actually. I'll do that right now.
Yeah, get an egg ready, because I already have that over you.
Okay.
Also, the ultra low latency is definitely working. The delay is like about 2 seconds.
Oh, awesome. So I get to talk with you guys in real time. Oh, we're up to 75 viewers already.
Ooh. Maybe people are finally getting sick of seeing Animal Crossing everywhere.
Maybe.
Blink that.
Taker, thanks for the $1 donation.
Yay. Hopefully we're not here for too long, because I just realized that I forgot to eat.
Oh dear. Well, I haven't eaten yet today, but I have water, and I'm fat enough I'll just live off of that.
Don't say that.
I'm about to,
Yep.
about to take an egg.
Okay.
I'm ready to start when you are.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Okay. How about you do the countdown?
Okay, on go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
And so, my watch begins.
Yay. Oh wow, that was fast.
Why did they not allow women in the Night's Watch? Well, what was fast? You got
I already got another egg.
Oh, nice. You caught a full odds Latios and Omega Ruby last night after 5,400 soft resets. Oh, that would mean runaways, wouldn't it? Well, good job, Mega. I'm looking forward to hunting for Latios and Omega Ruby in the future with the Eon ticket. They'll be a lot faster than Latios. Literally with Latios. You approach it, see if it's a shiny. If not, run away. Then literally walk right back up to it, see if it's a shiny. If not, run away. Okay.
There's number 1.
Yeah, same here. That was fast.
Yep.
You meant runaways. Awesome. Okay, so
no.
shiny MORPEKO, what we're mostly looking for is the white where the yellow is.
Yeah.
So,
oh, what?
Already?
Okay. Okay. I don't know how that happened, but okay.
The stream chat is faster than the normal. Yeah, I'm trying something different today. I'll look at the highlight video when I need to make the highlight and see if it's worth it, but yeah. Actually, what I should do is you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to record on the side as well. I got the CPU for it.
Okay.
So then I don't have to worry about downloading the stream later, and it's still full quality.
Person. Thank you.
As a reminder, Sagaci did win our last shiny race, which was Rowlet. She got a shiny Rowlet, which was also a girl, which was very nice, in only 60 eggs. It took me over 1,000. It took me 1,089.
Goodness.
So, it took me over 1,000 more than her.
I feel a little bad.
Well, hopefully neither of us takes that long this time. Is MORPEKO a hamster? Yeah, I guess it kind of looks like a hamster, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely more. I mean, even though it's like this generation's Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because every generation has a Pikachu.
Yeah, exactly. Gen 1 was Pikachu, Gen 2 was Pichu, Gen 3 was Plusle and Minun. Gen 4 was Pachirisu, Gen 5 was Emolga, Gen 6 was... Give me a second. Dedenne, Gen 8 was Gen 7 was Togedemaru, and Gen 8 is MORPEKO. Also, Gen 7 had Mimikyu, but that wasn't a Pikachu clone. It was
yeah, I don't know. If
that was just a Pokemon who wanted to be loved, so it dressed up like a Pikachu.
That's like intentionally designed to be I mean, not that the others aren't intentionally designed to be Pikachus, but like that specifically flat out says it's trying to imitate a Pikachu. At least the others are trying.
Oh man, Alex Kentamir said ice cream Pikachu. Man, I would love to see that now. A Pikachu clone that's an ice cream. So an electric ice type.
The colors. No, never mind.
I'm trying to think of actual electric ice types right now, and I'm having a hard time thinking of any besides.
I don't think there is, or except
that
for the
Rotom thing.
The Rotom thing and the Arctazole or whatever.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think that's Ice Lightning.
Is Morpeko a dragon or a horse? No, this is Patrick. Why isn't there a VR Pokemon game yet? Well, there's an AR Pokemon game, Pokemon Go. I kind of like AR more than VR anyway.
It's a lot more accessible to people.
Yeah, it's accessible to people. It makes
no, don't go to the box. Don't go to the box.
Get in the box, Nebby.
No, wrong box.
Get in the bag, Nebby.
Oh no, I don't know which one it is.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm really hoping it's this one.
Oh no.
I'll do both just to be on the safe side. I know one of these is not a Morpeko, but
we have 100 people watching. I'm so glad to see so many of you here. Hopefully we can entertain you. Shouldn't be too hard, actually.
Okay, yeah, of course the other egg was a Ralts.
Of course. Oh, are you searching for shiny Ralts?
Yeah, I've been searching.
Oh.
I'm
sorry, I didn't realize.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's not a Gen 8 Pokemon, so...
Yeah, so, for everyone watching, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to prioritize Gen 8 Pokemon for my races and for my hunts in general. Just because Gen 8 is the newest generation and it's easiest to do for you guys, and I would love to shiny hunt for Latios on the side as much as possible until I get it as a shiny. So, when I set this up with Sagaci yesterday, I asked if there was any Gen 8 Pokemon that she wanted to hunt for. She said Lapras.
Originally, I said Lapras.
Yeah. Obviously, she didn't think Lapras is a Gen 8 Pokemon. It's just that was what she thought of.
Because when I think Gen 8 Pokemon, I think Pokemon available in Gen 8.
Yeah.
Or at least at that moment, that's what I thought. You're 2 up on me now because of my little mishap.
Oh, these things hatch super fast. I didn't know this was this fast.
Yeah.
What Pokemon am I hunting next? Honestly, I don't even think about that until I start the hunt. I would love to get a Scorbunny sometime, and I still need to finish my race for Celebi with that bald gamer. That will take a very long time because it's full odds in Gen 2 where the reset rate is about 100 an hour. So, yeah, it's just going to take a very, very long time. Once we've done that, we're going to definitely hunt for stuff in Gen 8, he and I. Also, Crystal and I have agreed to shiny hunt for Duraludon when she gets her streaming equipment set up, but she just hasn't felt like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, so... So there's a few things that I would like to go for in the future, but I try not to think too far ahead about stuff that I'd like, because then it would discourage me from finishing up my current hunts, and I really want to finish up these current hunts. Almost up to 10.
Yeah, I would be.
Also, I will hit 1600 Latios this stream, and I believe 1638 is the 40% mark.
Goodness.
So, yeah, I think that I'll hit the 40% mark for Latios today. That's a big accomplishment. And, of course, last stream, the last time I shiny hunted, I did get my shiny Groudon in Pokemon Ruby after less than 5% odds.
Yeah, goodness.
I was very happy and very loud, but very happy.
Yeah, I noticed. I was lurking in the background when I wasn't sleeping.
I bet you weren't sleeping when I did that.
Oh no, trust me, if I was, you certainly woke me up.
Have I shiny hunted for Zippy in Sword and Shield? No, but I did shiny hunt for her twice in X and Y, so maybe I'll get another one someday in this game, but my priority is Gen 8 Pokemon, or at least Gen 7 Pokemon. Anything Gens 1 through 6, I'd prefer getting in Gens 1 through 6, so I can keep it in my living shiny dex, which is in Pokemon Y. Also, somebody was asking if I got Animal Crossing. I did not.
Any reason for that? Just not your game?
I was on the fence about it for a while, but I figured, hey, at least I can get it day one and stream it and, get an audience. But then I received a notification that my physical had been delayed until Saturday.
Ugh.
So I would have gotten it a day late, which, that wouldn't have been the end of the world, except I know how YouTube's algorithm works, and I know it would have buried my channel because I didn't play the hot new game on the first minute it was available. It's no secret why Failboat gets thousands of viewers on his streams whenever he plays a new game, because he has an Australian eShop account and he gets to play it a day earlier than everyone else.
He's also kind of a mad lad.
He's also a mad lad, yeah, I know, but, me delaying a day means that no one would have even seen that I was live, much less wanted to hop in when they could easily have just viewed other people who had been playing it for days already by that point, so... Yeah, honestly, if it had been released on release day for me, I probably would have still gotten it and played it, but a day late, plus the fact that I was on the fence about it anyway, meant that I just decided to save my money until later.
Are you gonna, play it on your own time, or are you still gonna eventually stream it?
I honestly don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll play it ever.
Monster.
I've never played Animal Crossing. I haven't really seen the appeal. And from what I've heard, it is not the kind of game where you really can sit down and just play for hours on end. It's like...
if you want to, you can. It's not meant to, but there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, don't call Animal Crossing trash, Ducky. I'm just saying it doesn't seem like an appealing game for me, that's all.
That's what Rick said. And now he's just like... Oh no, I don't hate this game!
Well, maybe I would feel that way too, but... But I don't know what kind of gaming I even like, honestly. I have a hard time sitting down for more than a few minutes at a time for most games.
Yeah.
I guess
it's a sandbox. It's kind of a sandbox game in that, it kind of has a storyline, but it doesn't really have a storyline.
Yeah. Imagine Skull gets a shiny on his 20th try. The fastest I have hatched a shiny in Sword and Shield is, I believe, 67x with my Galarian Slowpoke. So that would be the number for me to beat. Sagaci already beat that with Rowlet.
Yeah.
And maybe something else I don't know about. Yeah, I demolished is the word.
Whoop. My internet's being stupid.
Well, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody was asking why you weren't streaming.
I currently, my laptop's currently on the fritz right now, so I can't really reliably stream. Ordinarily, I would be streaming, yeah, but don't worry, I'm still keeping a tally.
And you can always just record on your Switch when you get it, so you can post it on Twitter.
Yeah, the moment of the hatching.
Yeah. And just mesh it with the audio from my stream of your reaction.
Yeah, if I'm feeling that, energetic.
Right. Alright, $15.95 on Latios. I'm having a good Sunday. Thanks, Queen Skeet. I woke up only an hour ago. Worth reminding, I am in a different time zone than you, Sagaci, so...
Yes, I'm aware.
So I'm
You're
glad
you're in the wrong time zone, but
well, funny enough, last night when I was going to bed, I said, okay, set my alarm for 1 because we agreed today at 2. And then right as I was about to fall asleep, I thought, wait, 2 her time is not 2 my time. So I had to swap that to noon really quick. I'm glad I remembered that.
yeah.
I have so many more Pico in my party. I literally can't pick up eggs fast enough to replace them. Pika Bits got a shiny Morpeko in their 3rd egg. I keep seeing so many people pop into my chat saying they got their shinies in only like less than 2 dozen eggs, like 3 eggs or 12 eggs or 21 eggs, or I keep seeing that. I'm just like, when will that happen to me?
And also just like, yeah, that's possible, but the odds of that are...
I know.
Whew.
And I keep wondering and wondering and wondering and wondering, when will that happen to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
If it helps you feel better to... Oh no! Shiny Pumpkaboo and X after hatching 5,000 eggs?
Ugh.
Do you have the shiny charm for using the pseudo method? Because that sucks. Ducky Man wonders if I like Helioptile. What do you think, Sagaci?
I think you're on the fence about
It's
it.
kind of hard to make a decision.
It's like kind of a maybe. Like you don't love it, but you don't hate it.
I can't listen to that with a straight face.
I can.
Okay. And not just because you're tired.
Yeah. By the way, if anybody makes jokes about that, I will, like, maybe actually cry, so don't do that.
Don't make her cry, people.
I've already said in the past numerous times that the reason I'm constantly exhausted is because of a pre-existing medical condition that saps me of my energy.
Is it
so every time you... not quite.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you might be entitled to financial compensation.
Isn't it mesothelioma?
My name is Doug, and I have mesothelioma. What was I saying?
Like, mesothelioma.
Well, I was trying to say mesothelioma. I'm such a 90s kid. Like, that's the one medical the one medical commercial I ever remember. My name is Doug, and I have mesothelioma. Between that and the diabetes guy.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. But yeah. So like, because of that medical condition, that's why I've repeatedly told people, like, on Twitter and over again, please stop joking about it, because it's an old joke. It got funny a long time ago, and also because it reminds me that I'm sick. Anyway, on a completely different topic, not completely different, but like based off of what you're saying, you know how did you ever see those commercials for JG Wentworth? That is like
call JG Wentworth 877 cash now.
Yeah. My mother was at a conference in another state a few weeks ago, and she actually met the guy who wrote the jingle.
Oh, really?
I
hope they paid him a lot, because he earned that.
He's bitter because obviously, like, I mean, it got a lot of publicity, but like, no one knows he made it, so he didn't really gain much from it.
Well, that's the problem with commercials. You never really, like, there's no credits in commercials themselves for anything. It's not like movies where, like, the coffee boy gets like, their name printed on the big screen. Commercials are really just man.
Yeah, but like he's the guy that like came up with the whole concept of like making it a musical and wrote the jingle and all that stuff.
Yeah, that used to be how they got your attention in like the 50s with commercials. They'd have a jingle for everything, so you would remember
That's
it.
still how it is.
Very rarely, though.
I mean, the reason it stuck around for so long is because it works. I mean, when was the last time you saw a J.G. Wentworth commercial?
I don't really watch TV, so...
Exactly!
Got shiny Litten after only 31 eggs? Show off. I am so afraid to shiny hunt for Litten just because Poplio took 1,200, Rowlet took 1,100. I would hate for Litten to take 1,000, or worse, 1,300. What starter do you think has the best second evolution? Well, my favorite is Samurott. It's a sea lion with like the biggest muscles known to man, and has a sword that it carries on its arms. If that's not awesome, I don't know what is.
Ugh.
What about you, Sagaci? What's your favorite fully evolved starter?
My favorite fully evolved starter is frickin' oh god, I'm like brain dead right now from sleeping so much.
That's not
whatever Poplio's final evolution is.
Primarina?
Primarina. Either Primarina or Superior.
I love Superior too. Snivy is my favorite starter, but Samurot's my favorite fully evolved starter. But I do love Primarina and Superior. Somebody's asking what your favorite Pokemon is.
My favorite Pokemon? Probably Gardevoir. That's why I'm trying to shiny hunt for it.
Imagine you get a male.
I don't care. I mean, it would be nice if it was a female, but... I mean, no matter what, Gardevoirs can be male or female.
That's true.
I mean, it would really suck if, like, my favorite Pokemon was... frickin' whatever the other evolution is.
Gallade?
Gallade, yeah. My favorite Pokemon was Gallade, because it's like, getting a shiny Gallade is kind of a pain.
I have one. Well, in Pokemon Go, though. I know you're so salty about that.
I mean, I'm just saying it's kind of a pain, because, I mean, you have to shiny hunt for Raltses, and then it's a 50-50 chance on whether you can turn it into a Gallade.
Yeah. You could do wild hunts for Ralts and use the Cute Charm method.
Yeah, you could do that, too. That's probably the smarter thing to do.
Well, I wouldn't call it smarter, but it's more of a sure thing. You could always hatch eggs, and it would be a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinome, we literally were just talking about that. Sagaci's favorite Pokemon is Gardevoir. Who do you think is the worst Pokemon? That's such a harsh word, the worst Pokemon.
Your least favorite.
Well, least favorite's easy, Garbodor, but is it really the worst? Because that's subjective.
I mean, like, I'll admit, like, now that Garbodor has, like, can friggin' Gigantamax, it's grown on me a little. Plus, like, I never truly hated it.
There's a toy boat in it.
It literally contains the Titanic.
Trash.
Yeah, that's another reason I loved it, is because, like, it's trash. Who doesn't love calling themselves trash?
Oh.
At some point in their life.
What's your favorite Pokemon game?
Oh, that's difficult.
Pokemon Silver version for me.
Probably Pokemon X holds, like, the fondest memories for me.
Okay.
You sound surprised.
I don't know why I am. I guess you and I don't talk about Pokemon much, so I didn't realize that you've been playing for that long.
Well, I mean, my very first Pokemon game was Pokemon Crystal, and it's so unfortunate because I have a diary from when I was younger, and I remember I was so excited to get it, and I remember the day that, or like on my diary entry, it says that the first day that I got it was April 20th.
That's awesome.
Like the day I started playing it, which, for the record, is why my frickin'. Wow, I am.
Oh, that's why your trainer name is 420.
That's
okay.
Yeah, that's why my number is 420. Because that's
you actually have a reason, though.
I have a legit reason. Also, partially because 420, haha, but mostly because April 20th was the day I first started playing Pokemon ever.
There you go.
But of course, nobody knows. Like, no matter how many times I say it, nobody believes me.
I believe you. Okay, I didn't need to know that. Who just posted that? Ducky, I didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get yours sub 60 again. I just know it.
Goodness.
You're going to break your own record.
I already broke my record with the Rowlet.
I mean, hey, to be fair, I know you're going to break your record that you set with Rowlet. To be fair, I did make my trainer number 69 during my Pokemon Sword speed run. Which did get verified. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but my sword speed run that I did last week did get verified.
Nice.
It actually got retimed to be 1 second faster than I thought it was. So, yeah, 5 hours, 8 minutes, 21 seconds. I am the 79th fastest player in the world, and if you do exclusively sword, exclusively physical, I am the 15th fastest player in the world.
Nice.
Digital just loads everything so much faster.
Yeah, makes sense. But I mean, I don't know. There's something nice about just having physical copies.
Yeah, well, I know what that nice is. You could sell it later.
I mean, I don't even really plan on selling my games.
Well, me neither. But, you know, it's something tangible. It's something you could hold. It's something you could display on your shelf. It's something that you could let a friend borrow. And it's something that if you really want to, you can sell down the line.
Yeah.
I'm up over 30.
I just hit 30.
That was number 33 that just hatched. $34. So, you're halfway to getting it again.
Yeah, shut up.
No, you will.
I mean, like, it'd be nice if it was, because honestly, like, that hunger is starting to get to me. I'm probably gonna, at some point, like, move away from my mic for a bit to go, like, run downstairs and get some string cheese or something.
That'd be perfectly okay. Gummy finally found their Switch. Now they can play Pokemon. So by the end of December, so only after 6 weeks of release, Pokemon Sword and Shield were already the 5th best-selling games on the Switch. I wonder where they are now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it got surpassed by New Horizons.
You really think New Horizons sold 15 million copies?
You severely underestimate how popular this series is.
I guess we'll see.
I mean, I know, like, I forget where I saw it, but I know I've already seen it on, like, that it's, like, among the top best-selling games of all time.
Well, I know that it was the best-selling game on Amazon for this year. That's the list I saw, like a list of best-selling games on Amazon so far, and Animal Crossing was number 1.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I saw. Yeah, I think right now Smash is I think the most
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
self-gameable. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right?
Almost
It's like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I know Smash is also up there.
list of
like,
best-selling
top 5.
Nintendo Switch video games.
Well, not just Nintendo Switch games.
Number 1 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, then Smash, then Mario Odyssey, then Breath of the Wild, then Sword and Shield at 16 million. Then Let's Go at 11, then Splatoon 2 at just under 10. Splatoon 2 has sold more than double what Splatoon 1 sold, which makes total sense, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, the original Splatoon was on Wii U.
Right. It was one of the best-selling games on the Wii U. Like, it had it had over a 1 in 3 attachment rate. If you owned a Wii U, you had more than 1 in 3 chance of owning Splatoon as well. That was the killer app. It just took way too long to release on this dang system for anyone to care.
Yeah. I guess the Amazon thing is what I must have seen. I know that, like, I'm misreading a lot of things because I'm so delirious. I mean, like, I'm getting better. Hopefully I'll have the results by tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. 1,600 resets on Latios. Yes.
Yes.
Splatoon 2 should have been a launch title. Well, it almost was. It was only, what, 3 months late? Switch released in March, Splatoon 2 in July. That's 4 months. That's close enough. I mean, and the Switch launched with Breath of the Wild, and then the next month Mario Kart released, so there was still plenty to do during those months while we were waiting for Splatoon 2. Not like now, where we literally don't have a single game coming out on the Switch from Nintendo with a set release date. Animal Crossing was the last game that they had with a release date. We got, what, Xenoblade Chronicles HD just sometime in 2020, the Breath of the Wild sequel coming sometime, the Metroid Prime 4 coming sometime, and Bayonetta 3 coming sometime, and that's... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it.
Honestly, I'm not as, like, avid of a game follower as you, so I honestly have no idea.
The virus has nothing to do with it, Marcus, trust me. This is all Nintendo, just not understanding you need to make games on a consistent basis. It's nothing new. They've been doing this for decades, honestly. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, no, didn't at one point they have a policy of, like, trying to release 5 games a year or something?
Well, they released a game a month during the Switch's first year. They did a really good job in 2017. 2018 was almost all ports, and Let's Go and Smash. 2019 was almost all ports, and Pokemon and Luigi's Mansion and Mario Maker 2. And 2020 has given us Animal Crossing, and so far that's it. Of all Pokemon, why did we choose Morpeko? Because it's adorable. And because I gave Sagaci the choice and she chose it, and I said, you know, that's one I don't have yet, let's go for it.
Yeah.
It is adorable, though.
It's pretty cute. Plus, I know how much you love Marnie, so...
I do. I really do.
They're, like, basically one and the same.
I know how much you like her big brother.
Shut up.
When's Doom Eternal coming onto the Switch? That's a good question. But Bethesda has made it very clear that it will come onto the Switch. They just weren't able to port it for day and date. Plus, it would have released on the same day as Animal Crossing, so... I mean,
already it's pretty conflicting.
Yeah. It will come to the Switch sometime. We just don't know when. And that's okay. What will I do if I get it soon? That's a good question. I'll probably stay in the call for a while with Sagaci while she tries and get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to be doing this for, like, a max of maybe, like, 2 hours.
Okay.
I mean, roughly. I estimate that it'll be roughly 2 hours. I wouldn't say max of 2 hours, but...
Yeah.
estimate like 2 hours.
40% of 4,096. 1638. So I'm about 2 hours away from reaching the 40% mark for Latios.
That's nice that Latios is at least like a fairly low maintenance Pokemon to shiny hunt for.
Mash A, Mash B, check, reset. Well, if I get my Morpeko soon, and Sagaci is only planning on staying for a few hours, then maybe I won't shiny hunt for something else, because that would mean potentially starting something that I wouldn't finish today, and I'd much rather focus on today. So,
I mean, like, if you would rather do that, once you get it, I can just, like, end the call there so you can start shiny hunting for something else.
Well, I don't even know what I'd want to shiny hunt today, honestly.
You could start shiny hunting for Scorbunny.
I could. I prefer shiny hunting for stuff as a race with someone else, though. Because then I have somebody to bounce off of and to interact with, and we both have a common goal, so we can encourage each other. Does that make sense?
No, I get it. I mean, I know I'm certainly a lot more energetic. Like, I'm more willing to do stuff when I have somebody to bounce off of. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how Foible does it, just being able to sustain like a 6-hour stream all by himself.
He has that kind of energy. I do not. I'm trying to get to that point, but I can already tell when I do a stream for like 5 hours or more, at the end of it, I'm just out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I mean...
Red Squid, thanks for the €1 donation.
I mean, for me, it's like, it's gotta be a phenomenal game. Like, I don't even know if I'd be able... Like, there's certainly games that I can play for hours on end, but it's just talking over it for hours on end.
Yeah. I know when I did... When I did my Shield playthrough, I pretty much did the whole game in, 3 days? Something like that, so...
Yeah. I didn't even stream it.
Pokemon, I have no trouble doing for hours on end. It's like... It's just everything else. Splatoon 2, I wish I could do for that long, but it's such a high-energy game, and it's especially bad when I get teammates who just stand on spawn all game. But Splatoon 2 is just an exhausting game, so by the time even just 3 or 4 hours has come and gone, I'm just done. I have no desire to continue. And I wish it wasn't that way. I wish I could go for, just 8 hours on end. I'm sure people would love to see that. But it's just not something I could do.
Yeah, just thinking about it is making me sleepy.
Sorry.
Or maybe that's the sick in me talking. Or not sick, like, maybe that's the sleep deprivation in me talking.
Ah.
There we go.
I'm at 45 for Morpeko.
I'm just hitting 42. I mean, I know why you keep like speeding up, because like you've done this so many times now that you've just like optimized this to a T.
I don't know about that, but it is pretty much muscle memory, that's for sure.
Yeah, and for me, like, there's always, like, times where I'm just, like, kind of stop in place for a few seconds sometimes. And those few seconds matter.
Well, people blame video games for violence, Nate. Not because they actually think video games are the reason. It's because that they can't admit that they were very, very bad at parenting and they're looking for someone else to blame.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all it ever comes down to.
I mean, it's kind of human nature that you don't want to admit your mistakes at first.
Yeah. Ironically, the people who would be willing to admit their mistakes are usually the best parents anyway, so it's not their fault. Maybe I shouldn't say usually, but probably more often than not. If I ever did a 24-hour stream, what would I do? I'd probably try and play different games during different time blocks. Like, I would set aside some time to shiny hunting like I am now. I'd set aside a lot of time to Splatoon 2. I'd probably try out a game I've never played before, so that would be a perfect time for me to start Animal Crossing, for example. I try and do some games there, like Wii Fit, for example. I mean, maybe I could do the Ring Fit Adventure or whatever, but like something to just keep the blood flowing in the middle of the night, something like that.
I probably should have got that for the quarantine.
You're never going to see that, Nate. I'm a teetotaler. I'm a firm believer in the 18th Amendment. But yeah, a 24-hour stream, I've thought of it, and I thought about what I would like to do if I did, and it wouldn't... I think I could make it fun. I would just, need a good reason, that's all. What are your thoughts on mac and cheese, best food in existence?
It's good, not the best.
What's the best?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Just cheese pizza.
Teresa loves cheese in the crust stuffed.
Oh, it's stuffed crust, yes! Stuffed crust is the best! Although it's kind of, or maybe I just don't have enough pizza joints around my place, but like I don't really see stuffed crust in like joint establishments anymore.
I don't think I do either. Like, I can order it from Pizza Hut, that's about it. And I don't even know if I can right now.
Actually, there's a pretty good chance that you can.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I heard that Domino's is like tripling their workforce right now to meet demand.
Yeah, well, also they have a deal going on right now that's all online.
Props to Domino's. They're capitalizing this on a way in a way that that isn't bad for their employees.
Yeah.
Unlike
I also right now I know they have a deal going, or it might have just ended, but I know like they had a week-long deal where it's like 50% off online orders. And in a time like this where people are kind of have to rely on delivery and takeout, that's...
Yeah. I mean, Teresa got groceries Friday night instead of today just because the Walmart here is closed now. It used to be 24-hour, now it's closed when she gets off work, so... So she went on her day off, and she was just getting everything that she could think of. Like, most of our favorite stuff was not there anymore. Like, I would get, like... We would usually get, like, a can of pinto beans to pour onto Fritos and douse in shredded cheese. And that would be a nice meal. And there was no pinto beans. She found so she had to get dried beans, and we're going to have to make those. Soak them. I'm at 50, by the way.
You just hit 47.
Okay, so you're not that far behind me. And plus,
Yeah.
you're going to get the shiny first anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm running out of time to break my record.
I should do a Breath of the Wild speedrun. Oh man, the strats that people are doing right now for speedrunning Breath of the Wild, I don't know if I could ever learn them.
I mean, with enough patience, you could. Or with enough practice, you could.
I'm partly afraid that the strats I would learn, if I were to learn them, would like sort of ruin the game for me. Then whenever I play it casually, I'd feel like this is just too slow.
Not really.
Anyway, what was...
Well, like, what's a game that you're, like... What's a game that, like, you haven't touched in a long time that, like, you kind of want to get back to, but you already know everything about it?
That's a good question. Maybe Yoshi's Island on Super Nintendo.
That's a great game to speedrun.
I know. I'm never going to speedrun that.
Why not?
Because I don't like speedrunning games generally. Like, Pokemon's the only kind of game that I've ever tried to speedrun just because, like, with Pokemon Blue, I just wanted to do it for the fun of it. Just to say that I had beaten the game in under an hour. Still can't even say that I beaten it in less than half an hour. Pokemon Sword I speed ran out of necessity because I needed the Zacian and the Eternatus.
Like, what is it that you don't like about speedruns?
I don't hate speedruns in general. I love watching GDQ every
Or
6 months.
correction, like, what makes you adverse to...
doing them myself?
Yeah.
I'm not a good player. I'm not. I'm not a good player in general, just in any game whatsoever. So, just trying to do them in a very in a stressful setting, or where time is of the essence, and one mistake could cost you the whole run. I don't really feel like putting myself through that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, Jetter, thanks for the $4.99. You're such an inspiration to me. Thank you.
Aw, that's nice.
I don't know. I prefer playing games at my own pace.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I kind of just see it as, like, another way to play the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like, to me, speedrunning is what you do with the game when you have done everything else possible so many times that you're maybe not bored is the right word, but you're just looking for something different. That...
No, that kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
Or that's why a lot of people speedrun. Like, they know a game so well, they just want to find a new way to enjoy it. And then there's some people who just, like, it's just instinctive in them to try and speedrun things.
Yeah.
Like a certain somebody we know.
What starter did you pick? Starter I picked in Sword and Shield was Score Bunny. My Cinderace is named Fireboy in all caps.
Yep.
B-O-Y, boy. You picked Sobble, didn't you?
No, I picked Score Bunny.
Oh, okay.
No, in my, oh yeah, I have a Nuzlocke that I should probably get back to.
You have a Nuzlocke?
Yeah, just doing it on my own time.
Huh.
I'm not streaming it or anything.
That's another $2.99 from Dredder. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
I forget if I picked Sobble or Grookey on that one. I'll have to go back and check.
I picked Score Bunny on my Pokemon Sword speedrun because that's the Pokemon that you need to play for that route. Like, it's not, you don't get free will. Speedrunning, you do not get free will, especially in RNG heavy games. You need to pick specific things in order to maximize your chances of getting a good time.
I mean, that's kind of a bad way to word it, but...
Yeah, I could word a lot of things better. Lucky J is shiny hunting for Snivy and White. Wow, good luck. Snivy has a beautiful shiny. It's like a blue-green. It's gorgeous.
That's why I really want a shiny Gardevoir, because it's like pink and light blue, and it just looks so nice.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful aquamarine.
Yeah.
You have a shiny Jirachi. Awesome. There's only one way to get that. Good. Charizard, Ranger, you're almost there. I mean, you're at the point where your odds are maxed out, so.
That's stupid. No, fine.
What did you get to breed those Morpekos? I got a Chinese Ditto and an English level 46 Morpeko. Thank you, Nightingale. I'm sorry that the stream keeps crashing.
Mine is Spanish.
Your Ditto?
Yeah.
Hey, if it works. When I got my first shiny Helioptile in Pokemon X and Y, I had an English Helioptile Actually, no, it wasn't Zippy. It was not Zippy. But I had an English male Helioptile and a Spanish female Helioptile that I got from Wonder Trading. And it took me about 300 eggs. And I forget if that was before I had my shiny charm or not, but that was definitely Masuda, so... Yeah, no, I've never put Zippy in the daycare.
Can Zippy even...
She can, but I'm not letting her.
Is Zippy... I guess Zippy isn't considered a baby Pokemon, then?
No, it's not. I don't think Gen 6 introduced any baby Pokemon. I'd like to say Toxel was our first baby Pokemon since Gen 4. I could be wrong, but that sounds right.
Oh, wait, timer. Or not timer. Counter.
Okay, I'm coming up to... This is number 60 on MORPEKO. We'll see if I have your luck.
Yeah.
No, I do not. English, please. If it helps, I keep forgetting to run ads. Did Crystal get it already? I'm playing with Sagaci and know she has not gotten it yet.
Yeah. Unless you're just asking if Crystal has a shiny MORPEKO, in which case, how would we know?
Yeah, although knowing her luck in this game, I wouldn't put it past her. Please don't put predictions in the chat. I don't want for people to predict the next hatch perpetually and then eventually 100 eggs from now finally say, I got it right, because that's not guessing. That's not guessing. That's just trying to be in the highlight. Change my mind. Charizard is overrated. You've been watching Tamashii too much. Alright, what? Are you at 60?
I am about to hit 60.
Alright.
This will be my last chance, so there's no... You were wrong about me breaking my record, but I could at least tie it.
You could, and you will. You're gonna.
I don't think so.
Oh, Philmon got a shiny Charmander. Good job.
Nice. I wonder how many people actually got shiny Pokemon.
Well, I think Philmon was getting it in Let's Go, which is a really easy game to get shinies in. Even the starters as shinies. Like, I got my shiny Bulbasaur the same day I started looking for it, and that's one of the harder ones to get, so...
And I did not tie.
That would have been awesome, though.
Eh.
Actually, it's a little more than that, Lucky J, but I think I didn't need to tell you that, yeah. I got my Groudon in 370 resets, I think, for in Pokemon Ruby. So,
which is stupid good.
Yeah, I know that. I was in shock. Just wow. But then Celebi in Pokemon Crystal we're at 500 for, which is still nothing. That's not even 10% of odds yet. If we, I'm willing to bet that Rick and I will hit 10%, maybe more, next time we hunt for it. And that day I will be up for streaming it for a full 10 hours, maybe, as long as I have enough heads up. But even if we got to 1,500 on that, that's not even a quarter way to odds. Which would be a 10-hour stream. So, yeah, the full odds resets are from pre-Gen 5 are just so long. Because it's 8,192, which is double what the worst odds are in Pokemon's Gen 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're prepared for it to take a while, but we're also prepared to get a really nice reward out of it. And in the case of Celebi and Groudon, the reason I went for those in the first place is because those are the only ways to get those Pokemon at all. The only way to get a shiny Celebi is to hunt for it in Pokemon Crystal. Do not bring up the movie in Japan yet. And the only way to get a shiny Groudon is either to get it in Pokemon Ruby or Pokemon, I'd like to say, Heart Gold. You cannot get them as shinies in Gen 6, and maybe Gen 7 you can, but that's too recent for me, so yeah, I literally went for those because I didn't have a choice. Yeah, I remember you, Current Gaming. Who was hunting who? We're both hunting for MORPEKO.
Yeah, it's just I'm not streaming because my computer's on the frets.
Sad face.
I mean, right now it seems to be stable, but I might have to switch over to my phone.
You can get Groudon in Ultra Sun. Yeah, I know, but like I said, that's just too recent. My living shiny dex is in Gen 6. If I catch something in Gen 7, it's impossible to send it back in time, so... Yeah, if I wanted a shiny Groudon in my Gen 6 living shiny dex, I needed to catch it either in Gen 3 or 4. 3 is much easier just because you just get it normally by playing the game regularly. Gen 4, you really need to go out of your way to get to the Groudon. What's y'all's favorite Ultra Beast? Mine is Pheromosa. That's not even close. What about you, Sagaci?
I never played Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, so I don't really know too many of the,
What about regular Sun
Ultra
and Moon?
Beast. Regular Sun isn't the only one, like Pheromosa.
Nihilego.
Nihilego.
No, you can get some of them in the post game though.
Yeah. But, like, it's not nearly as extensive as, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah. Ultra Sun and Moon added, I'd like to say, 4 new Ultra Beasts.
Really? That's it? Feels like so much more than that.
Well, it added Poipole and its evolution, which I don't remember the name of. Also added... God, I don't remember what all it added. I did not like Ultra Sun and Moon.
Just because it felt like a rehash of the game.
Yeah, well, I've heard that the post game is where most of the actual good stuff is, but I never had interest in playing the post game.
I mean, like, if you're sticking all of your good stuff in the post game, that's not a good idea.
Bleep that.
Let's see, Kerbo Lurbo, thanks for the $5 donation. It's kind of sad to see the top donation say $0, so take my money. 1, thank you. 2, it's actually not that the top donation is 0. It's that the top donation gets to nickname it, and so far all of the donations have not had nickname suggestions.
Yeah.
But since you've said this, if you want to nickname the MORPEKO, then you can go ahead and give your nickname suggestion in the chat. You don't have to donate again, and I'll go ahead and add that to the layout.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting to the point where
You're hitting a wall? Or you need food. You need string cheese.
I might need, yeah. I definitely need something.
Yeah, okay, go. You go and do it right now. That's fine.
Yeah. Hang on, let me just, because I accidentally just switched out my,
All right. Out of respect for our race, I will pause my hunt for MORPEKO and focus on Latios while you're gone.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back.
Remember, 40% odds for Latios is 30 resets from now, which is about 2 hours from now. Oh, God. Will I shiny hunt for Zoroa when Isle of Armor comes out? Probably not. I've already shiny hunted for Zoroa on my channel in Omega Ruby. You can check the highlight out if you wish. Have I ever replayed Breath of the Wild? Yes, several times. Oh man, it's just such a beautiful game. Such a fun game too. Shiny hunting for a Porygon. Good job, Philemon. Good luck.
Wait, I don't have my headphones on yet.
That's okay.
Okay, now I have them on.
Awesome. What kind of string cheese did you get? Is this just straight up the white stuff? Or is it the orange stuff? Or is it the swirl between the white and the orange stuff?
It's just the white stuff.
Sagaci likes that white stuff.
It's basic, low moisture.
I love string cheese, especially the white stuff.
It's good stuff. It doesn't taste as good if you don't feel it. I know some monsters that just take the stick and just bite down on it.
I know, who does that?
Monsters. That's like eating the crust on pizza first. You don't do it.
Okay, okay,
Unless
that's what I thought, Tennyson. But thanks for clarifying. Continue.
the only exception is if the crust is stuffed. Then you're allowed to take a bite out of the crust first.
Okay. So apparently, Poiple and its evolution Naganadal, yeah, those two. Also, Ultra Sun and Moon added Blacephalon and Stack Attack, which is what I thought it added, but just making sure. Christian, please don't advertise trades in my chat.
Anyways, I'm ready to start back up.
Okay, let me know.
I'm good.
Okay. And continuing. Naganadal. Look, it's Poiple and its evolution as far as I am concerned, okay? Poiple and its evolution. That's right. Ash has its evolution in his team. There you go.
Just nickname it. It's evolution.
Dredder, it's not that the top donation is 0. It's that whoever donates with a nickname will be the top donation. Which...
It's not the top donation of the stream, it's the top donation for a nickname.
Yeah. Actually, Dredder, since you've donated the most, technically put together, you could nickname it if you so wish. Hi, Chu-chan, thanks.
For future reference, are you considering cumulative donations, or just
Well, it
single
really
donations?
should be top donation overall, so pretty sure that's Kerbo with the $5, but they never said what they wanted the nickname to be after they donated.
Thankfully, string cheese, or thankfully this game can be played one-handed.
Kerbo doesn't have any ideas. How do you nickname it? Dredder, how about you just go ahead and say what your nickname suggestion is in the chat, and I'll add that to the layout. Because I already know how much you've donated. And Kerbo too, but Kerbo apparently doesn't have any ideas, so I guess it's up to you, Dredder.
And for future reference, for people that want to donate in the future, just, like, put your donation, and then just in your message, just say, like, nickname it
Yeah.
Neapolitan, or whatever.
Yeah. Neapolitan is a really good name for MORPEKO, actually.
Except it's not Neapolitan, but
Yeah.
it's reminiscent.
Essentially, the whole thing for the donation is to create bid wars so that I've seen people donate a lot of money just to outbid someone else with a nickname, so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Dredder's nickname suggestion is Dredder.
Nice and simple.
This is going to look a little confusing on the layout. Yeah, that looks so confusing. Hey, you could totally nickname it your own name if you wish. Nothing saying you can't.
You're the one paying money. You can.
Yeah. As long as it's not profane or racist, then you're pretty much fine.
Just past 70.
Oh, somebody has a perfect phalanx. Good job. I need a shiny heifer phalanx sometime. That's a funny Pokemon. That's a funny looking thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phalanx.
Nate, you totally could. No one's stopping you. Okay, what were you saying? Sorry.
The Phalanx is probably one of my favorite Pokemon of this generation.
I like it. It's unique, but it still looks like a Pokemon.
Whoop. I accidentally picked up a health feather. And a genius feather.
I love the feathers on the bridge. They're fun to pick up. The only time I've ever actually used them is when I was trying to get my Hitmontop. So I needed the, attack and defense to be identical.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, I kind of like the feathers existing. And it is nice that there are, like, new feathers on the bridge every single day.
Yeah. Makes the game feel alive.
Yeah, Astra, people can go kind of nuts when bid wars are on the line.
Yeah, because sometimes someone has like a name that they think is really good.
Yeah. Like, when I hatched my shiny Nickit, Juchan donated like $20 to name it Veridan, which is a name that basically only she and I know the significance to, but it was such a perfect nickname for the Nickit. She just needed for that to be the name, so that's it. Apparently Phalanx is breedable, but only with Ditto. I did not know that. Well, lucky me, I have a Ditto in this daycare permanently.
Yeah. I should probably leave this Ditto in the daycare.
Yeah, mine's here permanently, so then when I need to breed anything, I just come here and have a chance of it being shiny.
Yeah.
You broke your copy of Y? How do you even do that? You have to really go out of your way to break these cartridges. I've seen broken 3DS cartridges, and a lot of them still work anyway. That's unfortunate.
How would a broken 3DS cartridge work?
Well, the data on there is still fine, so if you can just get the pins to line up with the pins on the 3DS, then it actually should still work. If you crack it or snap it or whatever, as long as you can still get the pins to line up and like nothing on the circuit board on the inside is ruined, then it honestly should still work. Or you could eat it, water gems. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. You'd have a stomachache for a while though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd probably have to go to the hospital, because have fun trying to digest that.
Ah, man. Your small intestine just became your large intestine, which is misleading because your small intestine is the biggest intestine.
Yeah. It's because in width it's smaller. Lengthwise it's larger, but widthwise it's smaller.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, that would definitely kill you.
Yeah, that would eventually.
Philemon, I literally just said, how do you break a 3DS cartridge? And all you said, you literally just repeated, you copy and pasted your sentence. Oh, Phalanx is genderless? I did not realize that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense then that I can't breed with anything else.
Yeah. I do fully plan on getting a shiny Phalanx someday. Honestly, I would love a shiny of every Gen 8 Pokemon. It would be really nice if I could get a living shiny Pokédex in Gen 8 of all the Gen 8 Pokemon. And of all the Gen 7 Pokemon that I possibly can. I realize that there's going to still be a few Gen 7 Pokemon that are unobtainable in this game even after the expansion pass is over. But if I could get Gens 1 through 6 on 6 and Gen 7 and 8 on 8, I'd be very happy. Aw, man. Hey, Sagaci.
Yeah?
I just lost the game.
I hate you so much.
Sorry, everyone. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Frozen.
My favorite movie... Ooh, that's hard to tell, because I've got a lot of favorite movies.
Oh, Kerbo finally came up with a new name, so there we go. 1 penny more donated than Dreader. So, let's see. $5 from Kerbo Lurbo to name it Puffball.
That's cute.
No, Buffball.
That's still pretty cute.
I like that. Alright, so $5 is the number to beat. If you want to nickname it something else, you just donate $5 and a penny or more. Yeah, Titus, I shiny race hunt. I play Pokemon a lot, okay? I'm sorry. In fact, today's Sunday. I will be playing Pokemon again tomorrow. I'll be doing max raid battles with viewers, but I will play Splatoon probably Tuesday. Cookie, you must be new to my channel. Hello. How are you? Welcome.
What up?
In all caps and with exactly 22 question marks afterwards. Skull, have you completed Sword or Shield yet?
I see.
You must really be new here. Hi. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications.
I just realized this is going to completely mess up my boxes.
Oh. I had my boxes set up in the first place before we started.
Yeah, I don't have that much hindsight.
Foresight.
Sight.
I too need glasses.
Yeah.
Who remembers Anja Snorlax from yesterday? Yeah, let's just pretend that didn't happen. There's this person who came into my chat yesterday. You weren't here, so I don't think you were anyway.
Is this about what you posted on Twitter?
No, that was Alpha Rad, which hasn't happened yesterday, thankfully. But no, there was somebody who came in my chat yesterday, just started accusing another person who had been in here for a while of stealing their shiny Lunala. Apparently, this person had traded the shiny Lunala with the understanding that it would be traded immediately back, and then the trade was canceled before they got it back. So they came in here and started yelling at someone for stealing it, and the guy was like, I'd never traded with you, and it was seeming suspect to me because this guy who had lost the shiny Lunala hadn't said a word before then and just came in here and started rambling. Yeah. So after a little while, we came up with this idea where the guy who was being accused of stealing it, he had a shiny Lunala, but he had it for a while. So what he did was he would send Corey a picture of his Lunala, complete with all its stats and its trainer ID, and then I told the accuser, okay, here's what you could do. Just post your in-game name and trainer ID in the chat so we can prove that it's yours. And he didn't. He couldn't do it. He kept dodging the subject, and after a while, he was just posting a single period, like a single dot, and sending that as a message, so yeah.
Nice.
honestly, it really does look like he was just trying to get a free shiny Lunala, or at least a free Lunala. There were plenty of people who were, like, either just out of pity saying, "Aw, I'll give him one, this is so sad," or towards the end, just, "Guy, I'll give him a Lunala if it'll shut him up." I was tempted to give him my shiny Lunala because I felt bad, but yeah, that, man, like, in hindsight, not foresight, haha, that's a reference to a previous comment that was made between Sagaci and I.
Literally, like, 2 minutes ago.
I know. In hindsight, I think that he was trying to just scam people, because I didn't see him talk before that at all. There were people who were setting up trades and battles in my chat, but he was not among them. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And this has been Storytime with Skull.
Yeah, I don't have any interesting stories.
I got an interesting one.
Except for the...
Uno Flip is on sale for $5 on the eShop.
Wow. I should probably get around to getting that.
I would really appreciate it if at least enough people did for me to make a video. That would be a whole lot of fun. But so far, only Joanna and I have bought it.
I've kind of had a lot on my mind, okay?
Is it sleep? Has sleep been on your mind?
Kind of, yeah. That's part of it.
Cookie, please stop typing in all caps. What was that?
What?
I heard something in the background of my house. Actually, it's probably just my wife making coffee.
It's 2 in the afternoon.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and she needs her coffee no matter what time of day.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I'd prefer you not say that phrase in chat, Nate. Unfortunately, YouTube is run by morons. So, even my comments mentioning it by name would get me demonetized. Potentially.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm saying things like...
Philemon, I think you're just trying to get attention. Please calm down. You go from getting a shiny Charmander to breaking your 3DS and now your Mew and X is lost, to now you just witnessed a murder, you think he saw you, please help. Please. You're hiding in your closet, he's moving around, you're scared. Awesome. Awesome. Tell me how that ends.
That's an eventful...
All this has happened in the last 15 minutes.
What I want to know is, why are you typing this in a live stream instead of calling the police?
Or Corey could just pop in out of nowhere. Hi, Corey!
Hi, Corey.
You come in here and you want attention, you are going to have a bad time. You're going to get attention for all of 5 seconds, and then you're never going to be able to type in here again. Is that what you guys want? No. No, it's not. So how about you just... not lie, not seek attention, and just enjoy the stream. Just sit down and have fun!
No fun allowed.
Christian, I don't think that people are gonna take you up on that, sorry. Although, thank you for not typing in all caps now. Why does this playlist love going to the Undertale music?
Doo-doo.
Or Deltarune. I know it's not the same thing, but it's the same thing.
Same universe.
Yeah. It's just like, there's this one Undertale song where, like, at the very end of it, during, you know, the 10 seconds where the end title screen, there's somebody who just swears up and down like a sailor, and I don't know which song it is, so all of them are off limits to me.
What?
And this remix of mine, Glitches.
Oh, it's a remix! I'm like, none of the songs, only one of the songs in the entire series has had vocals. Ooh, I like that nickname.
I do too.
Blink that.
That's a yikes. The Australian dollar is about worth 60 cents right now. Actually, not even. It's like 50 cents to the dollar. Give me a second. 347 plus this. 1853? Cryptic, thank you for the $5.99 from Australia. Can you name him Snickers? I wish I could, but $6 Australian is only about $3.50 American, so you yeah, you would need to donate
You'd
about
have to basically donate another
yeah,
6.
yeah, yeah, you would, unfortunately. Actually, you could probably get away with just 5, but yeah. So, unfortunately, like, just the way the exchange rate works, it's not... I realize that's not your fault. The economy just sucks for everyone in the world right now, but...
yeah.
But rules are rules. Hi, Crystal. How's not Animal Crossing going? I'm pretty happy.
Going swimmingly.
Going swimmingly. Swimming. I don't know. Ju-chan's eating pizza. And playing Animal Crossing.
Why does my thing always default to top chat?
Instead of newest first?
Instead of live chat.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Skip. Do you like Bisharp? Who's Skip? Skip is the name of a dog, and that is a very sad movie. It made me cry uncontrollably. I was 10 at the time.
Isn't somebody's cat named Skip?
Maybe.
I know somebody has, like, a cat named Skip. I just can't remember who.
Oh, this is funny. Now that you pointed out, Nate, yeah. People call me Skip instead of Skull, and they call Zippy Skippy. So, I am Skip with Skippy. That would totally explain why people get that mixed up.
Oh, it's Matt. Thank you, Corey.
Marley and Me broke you up when you were 10. Yeah. What is it about films about dogs as a best friend that make people tear up?
Because dogs don't live as long as humans do.
Well, tell that to Call of the Wild. Which I didn't see, and now I don't have the chance to because every theater in the country is closed.
Call of the...
I
am very uneducated.
Oh, it's the new Harrison Ford film. Based off the Jack London film, novel.
I have crossed 90, by the way.
I'm at 95, 96.
Yeah.
Will I cry when I get the Latios? No, but I might make some people's ears tear up.
Don't you mean tear up?
There will be tears.
And then no ears had tears.
Well, ears have tears, my dears.
Goodness.
Because they can't do that with cats. Yeah, the only good cat film I saw was That Darn Cat. Well, The Incredible Journey has dogs and cats. I'm trying to think of a film specifically starring a cat.
A talking cat.
That Darn Cat. Cats versus Dogs.
A talking cat.
A talking cat.
God, that movie's so stupid.
Was there a cat in All Dogs Go to Heaven?
I don't know. I don't watch movies.
Garfield. Yeah, because I'm going to tear up at Garfield. Nothing makes me cry more than seeing Bill Murray. Yeah, I saw Patter's highlight on Twitter. He finally got his shiny Darkrai. Good for him. I'd love to hunt for that someday.
Yay.
22,000 resets on that thing. That's 2.5 odds. Actually, that's pretty close to 3 odds.
How long did that take?
A long time. Homeward Bound, that's a good film.
Field Gets Real is the best anime. Oh, that reminds me of, I remember when I was younger, there was some books that I used to read about Garfield where they, like, turned into superheroes or whatever. What were they called?
Fiction.
Besides that.
Christian, I don't think anyone's gonna bite. I don't know if anyone has a shiny Celebi or a shiny Zekrom. And if they did, they wouldn't trade one for the other because those are really hard to get. Your best bet, honestly, is just to search for one yourself and bite the bullet and spend a few months. Okay, I'm coming up on 100. Where's my lasagna, John? I haven't had my muffin yet, Matt. 100 on MORPEKO. Nope. Not 100.
My team is nothing but female MORPEKOs.
Very nice. Oh, do you have a flame body Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know about...
the most noticeable difference is that MORPEKO has a white belly instead of a yellow belly.
Yeah. Do I know about Bandori? Not a clue.
Is that like off-brand Bandai?
Am I going to pre-book Coco? Do I look like I live in Japan?
Pre-book?
Coco is the name of the next Pokemon movie. If you pre-book it, so if you pre-order tickets, you get a shiny Celebi.
Oh.
But this is in Japan only. I'm willing to bet it will be released over here later, but no. No, I do not live in Japan, so I will not pre-book a film in Japan that I have to be there in person to redeem the code to get the Celebi in my game. Nope.
Have you ever, like, just looked through some of your Pokemon and just be like, I forget where I got you from?
Sometimes. Like, I was looking through my living Pokédex in Pokemon Home yesterday, and turns out my Ho-Oh is a shiny, and I have no idea where that came from or why I put it in that slot. So yeah, I do wonder about that sometimes.
Because, I mean, like, I have, I think it was... I have a Celebi, and I do not for the life of me remember where it came from. It had to have been an event of some kind, I just don't remember what event. Because I know I didn't trade it up from getting it in-game.
There was, in 2016, they released a new mythical every single month to celebrate the game's 20th anniversary.
That might have been what it was.
I'm willing to bet that's where most people got their Celebi from. Was the Celebi from Silver? No, you can't get Celebi in Silver.
What game does Celebi?
Well, I mean, you can put a Celebi in Silver, but it can only be the Silver Virtual Console traded over from a Celebi you catch in Crystal Virtual Console. You cannot find and catch a Celebi in Silver. The most you can do is just trade it over.
So that's why Celebi has always been so, like, oddly endearing.
Because it's so freaking rare?
Well, no, because, like, it was introduced in Pokemon Crystal, which was the first game that I ever played.
It kinda was, but you... Like, that copy of Crystal that you played, you never would have seen a Celebi on it.
Oh.
I don't know what the Pokemon anime's obsession is with the Gen 2 legendaries, but it's like they feature Gen 2 legendaries every single generation, and I don't know why. Like, even Gen 1 of the anime had a Gen 2 legendary with Pokemon 2000. And then, of course, movies 3 and 4 had Gen 2 legendaries, including Celebi in movie 4. And then we had the legendary beasts in Zoroark Master Evolutions and another Celebi. And then we had all those Gen 2 legendaries in Hoopa and the Clash of Ages. And then every single film of Gen 7 and 8 has had Gen 2 legendaries. Ho-Oh and I Choose You, Lugia and the Power of Us, and Celebi again for the third time in Coco.
Alright, here's my 100th.
But this one is shiny.
Special.
Yeah, there's only been one film with Jirachi.
For some reason, like, maybe it's just me, but, like, legendaries are starting to feel less and less, like, special.
They've been feeling that way to me for maybe since Gen 6, but maybe even earlier. I don't know. I feel like Gen 4 is where, like, they reached the point where, like, they had literal deities as Pokemon, and I guess after that they realized it was really hard to top that, so they didn't even bother trying.
Yeah. I think what's getting more challenging is, like... no, never mind. I was about to say I think they're getting too ingrained into the plot, but...
No, they're removed from the plot is the problem, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, I've had this rant before, but mythical Pokemon don't mean anything anymore. There was a time when they would have side quests and missions and entire areas all to themselves in Gens 4 and 5, but then Gen 6, if you got a mythical, an NPC popped in the Pokemon Center, talked about it for a few minutes and left, and that's all you got. Gen 7... you don't get anything. You get the mythical and that's it. So hopefully Gen 8 fixes that a little. Was rude. But no, I'm with you. Legendary Pokemon have felt less and less important for quite some time. How are you doing?
I mean, I just passed 100.
Alright. Well.
I'm gonna need to do some serious cleaning of these boxes. Because I'm pretty sure I've got MORPEKO all over the place now.
You caught a Zapdos in the wild and let's go. Wow, good job.
Nice. Have I ever mentioned that MORPEKO's eyes kind of creep me out?
Why do they creep you out? They're just black.
Well, because they're inverse eyes. Inverse eyes always creep me out.
Pikachu's eyes are inverse eyes. Do those freak you out?
Wait, what?
They're inverse eyes. These eyes are identical to Pikachu's. At least in the anime. I know in the live action he has like pupils and irises and whites. I don't know what the whites of their eyes are called.
I think the reason that it doesn't creep me out as much is that it kind of... like, I don't know what it is, like... I think it's because they're not completely surrounded, like, they're not set dead center into the eye. Like, it's kind of, like, off to the... it's kind of, like, pushed off to the side a bit, which, like, kind of makes it...
a tiny bit wall-eyed?
What?
Wall-eyed?
Wall-eyed?
Like Walleye Warehouse?
You lost me.
You don't know what wall-eyed means?
No. You gotta remember, I am sick right now and operating at like 25% efficiency. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, for like a split second earlier in this stream, I forgot what this generation of Pokemon was called. I literally cannot remember the word sword or
Oh, Sword and Shield. Okay.
yeah.
Well, what you just described, where eyes are off-center and looking in opposite directions, that is wall-eyed. Because your eyes are looking at the walls instead of straight ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, Pikachu's eyes aren't wall-eyed, they're, crossed. I'm talking about when they're set, like, when it's set dead center in the eye, like Morpeko.
Oh, okay. Did you know it's possible to get a Gigantamax Pikachu? Yep, I have one in this game. I have no idea where it is in my PC, but I have it.
Yeah, I have a Gigantamax Eevee. I named him Gonta.
Named him Gunta?
Gonta.
Gunta?
Gonta. Gonta.
Oh, Gunta. What does that mean? What's that from?
Gonta is the name of one of my favorite characters from, Danganronpa V3. He's basically... Gonta is, like, basically, like... He's, like, a very large... Looks kind of intimidating, but he's just, like, the biggest sweetheart and just wants to be a perfect gentleman.
Aww.
And I love him so much.
Alright.
So, because in the games he's a fluffy giant, I decided to name this fluffy giant.
Apparently Crimson's a fan of Danganronpa.
A lot of people are.
It's not a sort of game that kids should play.
Yeah. No, I meant Gigantamax Eevee. My Gigantamax Eevee I named Gonta, because Gigantamax Eevee is just, like, all fluffy mane.
Big fluffy mane.
Yeah, so big fluff ball. And Gonta is also big. Also because the Eevee that I got was male, so...
I think it's set. I just traded in my egg by accident.
Traded in your egg?
Oh, I traded an egg for an egg instead of an egg for a Morpeko.
Oh, yeah. Don't you hate when that happens?
All the time.
Ugh.
So, fun fact, when I was first learning how to stream, like in 2015, I was kind of upset that my capture card, you know, it delayed everything by about 1.5 seconds because it was the old base Elgato. And,
yeah.
And I was trying to figure out how to make how to make it sync up with my microphone, because not my mic, but my webcam, because my webcam wasn't delayed at all. And what I was actually trying to do, because I was a noob, of course, was I was trying to make it so that my webcam, or so that the capture would delay by negative seconds, which kept crashing OBS because it didn't know what to do with negative numbers. It wasn't until maybe 3 or 4 months after I got my Elgato that I realized I could just delay my webcam instead of trying to speed up the capture card.
Yeah.
So, that was a learning experience.
Yeah, it can be kind of a pain trying to,
trying to match the delay.
Yeah, trying to match the delay. I still don't think I have it perfectly, but it's...
I think mine's close enough. I mean, it's probably offset by less than 100 milliseconds by now, and at that point, the human brain can only pick it up if it's really looking for it. If it's offset at all. I think it's close enough. But yeah, it's hard to sync everything up. Honestly, at the time, I didn't realize that Elgato was that bad delayed. I thought that there was like a programming error and that it was delaying itself intentionally. So I was trying to figure out how to speed it up. Now I know, of course, with those older Elgatos, nope, the delay really is that bad. This new one that I have, though, the delay is less than 100 mils, which is, like, it's practically instantaneous. So that, like, the quality of life is just so much better now.
And no, I have not gotten my MORPEKO yet.
What are you at? 112?
9.
109, okay. 128 will be the 1/4 point to odds.
Yay.
Crimson says, hello, Sagaci, long time no talk. Although you could probably read that just fine.
Howdy. I'm, like, half paying attention to chat.
Just as a reminder, the border between the US and Canada is currently closed, Crimson. That means you're stuck up there.
I mean, it's a good thing. What did you miss? You missed absolutely nothing. Well, I'm saying Canada is better, Crimson. It's a good thing that you're stuck there. You'd hate to be stuck here.
I don't know. Texas makes a pretty strong argument for itself.
Yeah, well, it's Texas. You guys are just doing your own thing anyways.
Way better. I will add.
I wouldn't go that far.
Crystal! You met the love of your life while you were in Texas. I will remind you.
Met up with. Not met.
Okay. I met her in New Jersey, huh?
See?
Okay. Well, now everyone gets to sit through an ad. Or at least the 12 people who have ad block disabled. It's so sad to see GameStop close all stores in public today. No, it's sad that they didn't do it last week when they should have.
Instead of trying to declare it as an essential service.
Right, I'm never stepping foot into GameStop again. I hope that they don't last until the end of the year after this. Oh, but all those poor employees, my kid loves going in there. Yeah, well, bummer that they have no respect for human life. You could try and explain to your... Yeah, go to Best Buy, go to Walmart, go Target, go shop on
maybe
Amazon.
Not Walmart.
Okay, maybe not Walmart. There's plenty of other places for you to pick up your video games. And eBay if you want to sell them, and you could sell them for way more than Best Buy than GameStop would take them for anyway. So yeah. So try and explain to your kids why GameStop is shut down, because they have been anti-employee, anti-consumer buttholes for the last 10 years, and this was just the final straw.
Poor Reggie.
He doesn't start work until Monday.
I know, but still.
I'm not even sure why he took the position. Like,
maybe he wants to try and save it.
After this, I don't want him to save it. I love Reggie. I have no doubt that he could make it a turnaround because of his businessman skills, but I don't want for GameStop to be saved anymore. I want for them to close down in the same way as Toys R Us. And I don't want Toys R Us. Well, I mean, well, the big thing that they did was they declared bankruptcy so they could shut down all their stores without giving their employees severance. And then as soon as all the stores were closed, they magically found some more money to start reopening some of their stores all over again with the exact same business model. So essentially, they did it as a cost-saving measure so they could get rid of their employees without paying them severance, just so then they could hire cheaper employees. I mean, that's just scummy. Plus, Toys R Us has, ever since the beginning, have always upmarked their toys just a little bit because they felt people would be happy to pay the price. And for a long time that was true, but it was annoying when like they got exclusive amiibo, for example, because they always sold them for $1 more and there was no way to take the price down at all. So, I mean, $1 more for a $14 amiibo, that's not much, but they would do that for every single thing in their store. They would sell, their video game section was like, they were selling, in their blowout sale, they were selling Troll and I for $50. At the time, it was the worst game on the Switch. It was on sale for like $20 at Walmart and even less at GameStop and Best Buy by then, but they were selling it for $50 because, hey, they were going out of business. You're getting a good deal.
I mean, like, it used to work for a while because, like, they had a monopoly over, like, toy sales and stuff.
But they didn't anymore, and they didn't seem to realize that. So,
yeah.
No, Toys R Us went out. I hope that GameStop goes out the same way, and I hope that they don't come back. They have no regard for their own employees. They have no regard for their own customers. Every time you go in there, hi, welcome to GameStop. Are you trading in any games today? Are you interested in pre-ordering? And while you're at it, go ahead and look at all our Funko Pops right there at the front of this store. Remember, if you sign up for Power Rewards, then you get 20% off of your purchase today. And, oh, are you sure you don't want to pre-order anything? Let me just read you a list of games that are coming out in the next few weeks to a few months. Remember, if you don't pre-order a game, then the game might not be in the store when the game actually releases unless you pre-ordered your own copy. And are you sure you don't have any used games? We're offering a 10% increase sale today, and don't forget about that power-up rewards because you get 10% extra back on used games, but not new games, only used games, because new games we don't dare sell at a lower price. And I mean, this happens every time you go inside the store. Every time.
That literally has never happened to me. I go into
then the employees who didn't do that to you got written up and were probably fired. Because they're coached to just force everything on the customer that they can. It doesn't matter who the customer is or what they're doing in the store. They've been doing this for years and I hate it.
Wait, is Sagaci playing? No, I'm just in the title because I feel like it.
Well, I'm racing against you anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, they're just asking if I'm playing.
You are.
And so I was trying to sarcastically say, no, my name is just in the title for the heck of it.
Okay, a lot of you saying that it's not that way at your local GameStop. Okay, I admit, maybe I'm going a little overboard here, but every single thing I told you, that's what employees are trained to talk about with customers. You're not going to hear them saying, are you looking for anything specific? You're not going to hear them go out of their way to try and get a good deal for you.
Where you live. Because, I mean, like, that's always, like, usually they either left me alone or they just said, hi, welcome to GameStop, can I help you find anything?
4,096 Crimson.
That's all they've ever said to me.
Well, I mean, even all that aside, even if you were at an amazing GameStop that treated you like an actual human being, one, that's great. Like, I'm actually very happy for that. But what they were doing this last weekend was just beyond uncalled for. They were forcing every single store to stay open, every employee to come in, or if they had to go home, they did not get paid leave. Every store had the exact same hours, not limited. They were not limiting the amount of people to go into the stores, and they were not providing their employees with hand sanitizer. So essentially, like, they were pretending like nothing at all was different. And the employees were coached to, if law enforcement came to shut down a store, to argue with that law enforcement and refer them to GameStop HQ and politely ask them to leave.
Maybe they were trying. Maybe they
They were
think they're Best Buy.
They were trying to stay open because, one, they called themselves essential retail, although we all know the only reason was because they wanted to make sure they could get in those Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing sales. And conveniently today, finally, after Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal came out, they're finally shutting down all their stores. Too little too late, though. Pennsylvania and California stripped them of their license to do business. That means even when this thing is over, they're not going to be able to open up their stores in either of those states. Also, I hit 128. I'm at 1/4 odds.
Nice.
So
I just hit 120.
They really cared that much about their bottom line. I'm never going to give them a penny. I'm not going to give them a moment of my time. Just, they haven't earned it. They have earned the exact opposite.
MORPEKO doesn't even look like a real word anymore.
Right? What is the etymology of this? Why is it called MORPEKO?
Maybe because it wants to do more pecking. Because it's always hungry. That's just the first thing that comes to mind. I have no idea what why it actually is.
Well, let's see. If we go to Bulbapedia... MORPEKO Bulbapedia. The two-sided Pokemon. Trivia. Name origin. MORPEKO, well, that's its Japanese name anyway, but it might be a combination of marmot, guinea pig, and harapeko, hungry or starving. So it's a starving guinea pig.
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
It's the same in English as it is in Japanese. Oh, Crimson, there is. I have no access to the Shiny Charm at this point in Omega Ruby. Trust me, if I could have had the Shiny Charm, I would have. And I did download my Living Dex into Omega Ruby and took it back out. So, after the game is over, I'll be able to pick up my Shiny Charm when I go hunting for other legendaries and stuff. But for this Latios, no way to lower the odds. And man, when I get that, it'll be my prized possession.
Yeah.
That's right. I just called Pokemon my property.
Oh no. Watch out, PETA.
Yeah. Come after me, PETA. You and your Betty White threats. I don't know.
Wait, they got Betty White involved?
I heard Betty White is very into PETA.
No, but Betty White is such a good person.
Officer Jenny has entered the chat. What's faster to hunt in, Let's Go or Masuda? Let's Go is probably the fastest game to get a shiny.
Yeah, probably.
I need to eat, Skull. Why are you making me stay with your good content? I don't know what this good content is you're talking about.
I know, I'm Garbodor.
Not you, Sagaci. You're good content.
I'm part of the content. Besides, like, I hardly make any content of my own anymore. Just cause this whole sickness and, like, I have crippling depression.
I'm just lazy. That's why I stream instead of pre-record. Although, pre-recording would be easier if I had people to play with.
It's tough for small people.
You're not that small. You're pretty. You're closer to my height than Crystal is.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I'm like,
Can we not talk about that in my chat, please? Thank you. This isn't pedestrian polo. We're not racking up human points.
What?
Pedestrian polo. If you see a guy, that's 5 points. If you see a girl, that's 3 points. If she has a baby, you add half a point.
What?
Classic.
Is that a Texas thing? Because I've never heard of that.
Oh, that's from a comedy sketch from the 50s.
Oh. I was like, is that like red car, blue car?
Oh, man. Have you ever heard of Red Skelton?
No.
Okay. Genius comedian. Oh, man.
Red skeleton? What kind of name is that?
Not skeleton, Skelton. That's a legitimate last name, by the way.
I heard skeleton.
Seriously, guys, look up Pedestrian Polo on YouTube. It's such a funny sketch. The 50s were a really nice time for comedy. Let's see, another one is when they're trying to teach the Roman citizens how to count to 10. The joke being that they're so used to Roman numerals.
Yeah.
I'll never learn this even if I live to be C. Okay, I'm only 14 away from the 40% mark on Latios. Is pedestrian polo a Texas thing? Wow, what's wrong with you people?
That's literally what I said.
I don't know, Nate. It took less than a minute to find a Bulbasaur. You couldn't find it in 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Let's Go is weird.
I'm starting to think that maybe I'm not counting some of these hatches somehow.
You know, an easy way to find out is to just count how many full boxes you have.
I can't do that because my boxes are all messed up.
Oh. What do I think the plot of Breath of the Wild 2 will be?
I don't know.
Plot? Since when... The first one didn't have a plot, I don't suppose the second one will have one either.
It kind of had a plot.
Link woke up, went and fought Ganon in his underwear. There's the plot.
Not necessarily.
According to all the speedrunners, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because nobody's got time for clothes.
My, what a world that would be.
I mean, that is a world for some people.
Not the monetizable people.
Yeah.
Would I want a Mario Odyssey 2? That's a good question. There were people who really, really, really loved Mario Odyssey. I mean, like, the community for that game is huge, but I just...
It's a pretty stellar game.
It's great, but I just really love Breath of the Wild more. I felt, as I was playing Breath of the Wild, that, like, a sequel to this game would have been amazing, but...
yeah, definitely.
I didn't feel that when playing Mario Odyssey. I felt more like, this game is good on its own, I don't need another one. So, that's... I mean, it would make sense for Nintendo to do a Mario Odyssey 2. The first one came out so soon in the console's life. It would just make sense to make another one to you know, give the Switch a few more games. But I don't know. I don't know. Now, luckily, Breath of the Wild 2 is happening. Like, when they announced that, I was so excited because the only direct sequel in the same generation before this was Majora's Mask, so I knew the odds were so low that it would happen again. But it is happening again, so I'm thrilled because Breath of the Wild is the best game of all time. So getting another one of those would be like I'm excited. But like I said, Mario Odyssey, I feel like it works pretty well without needing more of the same. Mario's always been about doing different things. And honestly, Mario Galaxy 2 felt like what Mario Galaxy should have been. And it felt like they only made it because they were rushed to finish the first one and didn't fulfill all of their wishes. Like, that's really all that I got out of it. I didn't feel that with Mario Odyssey. It didn't feel like an unfinished game. Speedrunners would disagree because there's so many glitches that are like so many more glitches than usual in Mario games, but as far as like totality, it felt fine.
I wouldn't really say glitches, more exploits.
Exploits, glitches, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I might have to call it quits once I hit 150.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can get to 200 at least, but...
Okay, let me know when you're quitting.
Yeah.
And then we could just pick it up again later.
Yeah, I'll just have to write down this number somewhere.
Well, it'll be easy enough. I'll just stop at the number you stop at, and then we could refer to my stream to see where we ended. I was really hoping to hit 40% odds on Latios today, but I'm still half an hour away from that, maybe.
I'll keep going for another half hour.
Well, it might be more than that, I think. I'm still 13 away, and I think that might actually be a full hour. Why not Mario Sunshine 2? Because the first one is so impossible to get a hold of as it is. I mean, it's like a $65 game.
Yeah, why did it, like... Why?
Because people are getting nostalgic for the GameCube, and unfortunately the GameCube didn't sell that well, which means the games on the GameCube didn't sell that well, so everyone who has Mario Sunshine isn't really willing to give it up for free. I mean, Luigi's Mansion, the original one, has the exact same problem. And Mario Kart Double Dash. Like, all the best games on the GameCube are, like, worth more than what they retailed for in the first place now. Just because no one wants to give them up, but everyone wants them. And they're not getting re-released on modern-day consoles like earlier games are. Like, the Wii U had the N64 Virtual Console. There were a lot of games that you could play there, but you couldn't do that with the GameCube games. So, yeah. So, with almost all of those GameCube games, the only way to play them is to get the actual original game disc. And you could talk about emulation all you want, but most people don't want to bother with that. Plus, GameCube emulation requires really powerful hardware anyway. What about Wind Waker? Well, Wind Waker got an HD re-release on the Wii U. So did Twilight Princess, although that was also a Wii game. So Wind Waker not being $60 makes total sense because it got a re-release. It got a port, and it's a much better quality on the Wii U anyway. So
yeah, and not too much was changed, honestly.
Yeah,
honestly, just some quality of life stuff.
Yeah,
was fixed.
it's pretty much the exact same game. So a lot of people would prefer paying like $30 for the Wii U version. And if you're going to pay $30 for a superior version, there's no reason to pay more for the old version. So, yeah, my point is, a lot of those games, Mario Sunshine, Mario Kart Double Dash, Luigi's Mansion, a few more that I just can't think of right now, those never got re-released. You could only ever play them on the GameCube, so... And the GameCube, like I said, didn't sell that well. Like, that was... Its competition was the PlayStation 2, which is, to this day, the best-selling game console of all time. In fact, the GameCube and the Dreamcast and the Xbox combined did not sell as much as the PlayStation. I think combined, they didn't even sell half of the PlayStation 2. So, yeah, the GameCube didn't sell well, which means all those games that people want to play now, there weren't that many of them made. Only a few million copies for each of them, compared to maybe a few 10 million people who want to play those games. Luigi's Mansion is also on the 3DS. That is true. That is true, Corey. I mean, it's a...
Wait, the original or the sequel?
Oh, the original one's on the 3DS. It was like one of the last 3DS games released, like one of the last 5. Luigi's Mansion 2 did get released on the 3DS, like, relatively early in its lifetime, I believe. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, was it? So, yeah.
I honestly don't remember. My brain is pretty fried right now.
I was never a Luigi's Mansion fan in the first place, but yeah, like, all these games are just... A lot of people would prefer not playing Luigi's Mansion on 3DS because it's a smaller screen and it doesn't look as good, so... Some of us can't find their 3DS. I mean, that's an interesting case study, though, because the 3DS sold, what, 90 million units? So, it's... I mean, you could buy a used 2DS on the market for maybe 20 bucks or less and get access to all of those, like, thousands of 3DS games and even more thousands of DS games. So you can get a library of maybe up to 10,000 to play on a $20 console. So, yeah.
And, like, the thing is, like, you're not really missing much. I traded out my I traded out my Pokemon Flame Body again.
Ah.
Oh god, these boxes, they're all messed up. I'm actually... What the...
I'm going to pause at 150 and let you catch up and then let you decide if you want to keep going.
Oh goodness, I might actually have to stop at 150 because I'm running out of space.
Oh, okay. Well, that would do it.
I don't even... Where did mine go? Grab something else.
Yeah, Nate, shiny hunting for Bulbasaur and Let's Go is a matter of patience. Once you get to that 10 combo, they'll start appearing all over the place, but you gotta get to 10 first. How do you get Poplio and Sword and Shield? You need to trade it up from Gen 7, or trade with someone else who's already done it. Okay, one more hatch for me, and I'll be at 150.
I mean, you can keep going.
Well, I'd rather the race be even, if we have to pause and restart later.
Yeah. Or at the very least, I think 150 would be a good stopping place for me because I'm really close to. I think I've got maybe... what is one empty box?
30?
30 spaces? I've maybe got like 30 spaces left.
Okay.
Less than 30, honestly.
This is number 150 for me.
I just crossed 150, so or 140, unfortunately. This is going to take a little while.
Oh, that's fine. I can work on Latios in the meantime.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, everyone, 128 is the 1/4 mark. So, we're just a bit over 1/4 odds. Which is not bad.
Yeah, it's about normal.
Yeah. And yes, this is Cynthia's theme in the background. Oh god, I miscounted at some point, because I'm at 152 now.
Oh.
Whoops.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe you took some of the ones that I thought I counted but didn't.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, I'm not entirely sure if I've counted all of my hatches.
Okay, well, my game is now paused. Or I'm not moving. It's is what I mean. So, could you possibly get to 152?
Yeah, I could get to 152.
Alright. And I'll just keep working on Latios in the meantime.
Ugh.
Because that's the good thing about double hunting, is even when I pause one, I can still work on the other.
Yeah. Is there a way to make the other one bigger?
Say again?
Is there a way to make the Latios the focus instead of it being hidden off in the bottom like that?
I really don't have this set up for that.
I mean, if you don't, then you don't. It was just a question.
Yeah, I don't. But I think people can squint. They can move their phone a little closer to their face.
I'm actually gonna pause. I kind of want to pause to try and count, but it might take a while because all my boxes are uneven. Oh wait, no, I can just search. Duh.
That would work.
That way it'll gray out everything that isn't MORPEKO. Yeah, okay, hang on, let me because I have a feeling that I didn't count everything.
Alright, I'm still 10 away from 40%, so yeah, I think that, hold on, it's like 3.5 minutes per reset, so 10 resets in half an hour. Yeah, this is still over half an hour away from the 40% mark, so don't worry about it. I'll just stop whenever you're ready to stop.
Oh, stupid!
I feel the same. Also, I really love the thumbnail art done for this stream. Gallico Pikachu, I'm just so happy. Well, apparently Doug Bowser has a complete Pokemon collection. He just posted on Twitter, social distancing led to digging through random boxes in my closet. 2 copies of Pokemon Silver, Gold, Blue, Red, Emerald, Leaf Green, Ruby, Heart Gold, 2 Platinums, and a Pearl, as well as a pink GBA, a black GBA SP, and a white DS Lite. Those look nice.
Good thing I accidentally pulled up a second counter.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. In the UK, Animal Crossing New Horizons launch sales were 3.5 times bigger than New Leaf, and bigger than the launch of all other Animal Crossing games combined. So, yeah, New Horizons is pretty popular, I'd say.
What the? Did I overcount?
Did you overcount?
Or maybe this counter is just super bad. Yeah, let me. It's taking ages. Let me set it back one more time.
I'm patient. I am very patient. I have to be if I want this Latios.
Stupid. I'm definitely stopping. Like, I know I keep saying that over and over, but like, yeah, I'm definitely stopping. No, don't change that one. Change this one.
You're stopping right now?
No, it was starting to count on the wrong timer.
Okay. So where are you really at, or do you even know?
I had to start over.
Okay, well, I can at least empty out some of my boxes while you're doing this.
Yeah, you might as well do that.
What's my favorite shiny ghost Pokemon? I don't know. I don't look at the shiny of every single Pokemon, guys. I don't know why people assume that I do. I do like Ghastly's shiny, but I wouldn't call it my favorite just because I don't know what all of them look like.
I did miscount.
Okay.
I'm up to 147.
Okay. Oh, wow. So you did undercount.
So, wait, hang on. Let me just see how many. Okay, I still need to grab 2 more eggs to get to 152. There's 1 egg.
Whoa, okay.
Unless I accidentally. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with 147.
Okay, so you just need to hatch 5 more.
Yeah. And there's the other egg.
Awesome.
Invigorating commentary.
Sorry, focusing.
No, it's not your fault.
That's a lot of MORPEKO. Yep, and they're all going bye-bye.
Are you doing it through the normal game, or are you going to bank?
Home, yeah.
Or home, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going through home. By the way, when do you think you'll be able to continue this? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to want to start another one until we're done.
I could see if I have time tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, no.
Heck, if you give me an hour, I could take like an hour break, just clean everything out, and start back up. Actually, no, I probably want some time to eat some real food.
Okay. We don't have to do it later today.
Yeah.
But no pressure. But if you could do tomorrow, that would be great.
Yeah. I can probably do tomorrow. I mean, it's not like I've got anything planned.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Okay. Remember, you're getting up to 152 today.
Yep. So.
And I'm just gonna keep doing Latios until you're done.
Yeah, which is only 1 more egg.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually just going to make this my last Latios then.
Okay. Ladio. What do you call multiple Latioses?
Latios. Multiples of any Pokemon. It's just that Pokemon. So multiple Pikachu are Pikachu. Multiple.
Pikachu's with an S sounds right though. Okay, it's not a shiny.
Okay. I ended at 1630 on Latios, and we're both at 152 on MORPEKO.
Yeah. I feel kind of bad because you usually go for these for longer, but like I just don't have stamina.
It's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay. Alright, well, I've got some box cleaning to do.
Yeah, I haven't eaten food either, so I'll go do that. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the donations, and when we come back next time, Kerbo Lurbo will continue having the top donation. That will be the donation until somebody beats it to nickname this shiny. So basically, the bid war will keep going up in perpetuum until the shiny hatches. So until then, anyone can take the top donation. But whoever has the top donation at the end of the stream will continue having it when the next stream starts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sagaci, for doing this with me. I'm really looking forward to when we both get this thing.
Woo!
Alright, bye, guys.
Bye!